Bem, of course, Fabio Malavasi, NBA Brazil, of course, is a tough situation for you guys. What's the preparation for this game next tomorrow?
Uh, by any means necessary, we go out there, lay it on the line, and you let the chips fall where they lay. Uh, nobody wants to be in this position, but for us, we've been through so much adversity in this season. Who else would be in this situation? So for us, man, we've dealt with adversity before. Biggest thing for us is go out there, play basketball, have ultimate clarity.
Joe, here.
Joe on the Athletic. Spo was up there earlier talking about going all the way back to training camp. He was saying that your scrimmages, inter-squad scrimmages, were so intense that people were screaming at each other, screaming at the coaches. What do you remember about those days, and who is like that on your team?
Going back to the first day of training camp, that feels so long ago. I do remember that everybody's getting intense because it's competition. And I feel like that's what brings the best out of us. We just start competing, and then, emotions start flaring, and you get to the moment of truth, and it's competition, bottom line. So for us, man, it's competition. We leave it at competition, and that's what it is.
Back right.
Bam. Paul Antunes, ESPN Brazil. When people talk about Jimmy Butler, they talk about playoff Jimmy and how he grows in the playoffs, and that's obviously going to be a big part of his legacy. But for you, how would you describe what he means to you, to your team? Is there something different about Jimmy that we don't see that makes him just special?
It's the difference y'all don't see is the will. I feel like he plays with when he gets in the playoffs, because everybody expected to be skill, talent, finesse, and he brings a different element. It's rugged, it's in the mud, and it's winning basketball still. So everybody looks at one side and says, "Oh, we like the way they play. It's finesse. It's this, that, and the third." And he brings an element of, "Nah, we're in the mud. We're gonna grind this out, and we're at the end of the day, we're still gonna win."
Over here in the center.
Tomer Zarli from Clutch Points. Bam, is there any, I don't know, not comfort, but you guys just faced a team that won 3 games against you when you were 1 win away from advancing. Is there anything you could take from that, knowing that the team you're facing now is 1 win away from advancing and you need 3 in a row at all?
I know what it feels like to be in that position. I know what it feels like to be in that situation. And we've had guys be down 3-1 in our locker room and them share their experiences and their stories. So for us, man, it's the first to 4, and that's the mentality.
On your right.
Hey, Van, now that you're talking about that, you have Kevin Love, the only guy that was part of that team that came back in a finals 3-1. How important is having him? And did he tell you, like, that as team something about that to take now to these games that are coming?
Yeah, K-Loves has been a great asset to our team, just not only on the court but off the court. Him sharing his stories, especially down 3-1. He talks about how they go into the locker room, have a conversation, and they go out and literally will wins. But it starts with just getting one, and then you go from there.
Rob, this side in the back.
Hey, Bam. Rob Mahoney from The Ringer. Even in just this time, Jimmy Butler came to the Heat 4 years ago. You've been here longer than that. Spo's been here longer than that. UD's been here longer than that. But in that, 4 to 5 year range, what do you build together in terms of your working relationships and your ability to get out of situations like this one, on the court, off the court, however you think about it?
You build trust, connection, brotherhood. It goes down the list, but it all ends up us being connected and as one. And I feel like when you have that much connection with somebody in the moments of truth, y'all can be honest with one another that this needs to be done, this needs to be done, this needs to happen, this needs to happen. And when you're in those situations, there's no emotion behind it. It's facts, and both of y'all receive the message, and you go out there and do everything you can for whatever that message was.
On your right, Jason.
Bam, Shane on
Shane.
Sports. Would you say, as the big defending the pick and roll, would you say the biggest challenge is the unpredictability, especially if Joker's going to pick and pop, and then knowing he can put the ball on the floor from there?
I think their offense is all unpredictable because he's a great passer, so everybody lies when he catches the ball. So I don't think it's just the pick and roll. I think it's when anybody's sitting there, you think they're not cutting, they're cutting. When you think a guy's not open, he might be open. So I feel like that's the biggest challenge that we have.
Over here on the left.
Yes, Ben, Kevin and his wife, they had a baby today. You guys are so close. Can you share with us the emotions of him, when he got the news?
I mean, obviously, when you have a special moment like that for somebody, you're obviously very happy, no matter what situation you're in. And to see the joy on his face for him having his baby, obviously, his wife is healthy, and everybody's healthy throughout that. That's the blessing that you get. That's a blessing that he probably needed, and that's great news for all of us that we probably all needed.
Last one, Michael in the back.
Michael Pina, The Ringer. You've played against some great players in playoff series in your career, Bam, already. Just how unique, you answered this a little bit, but how unique is it to go up against Nikola Jokic over these past 4 games?
Very unique because he brings a different style of game and different type of pace to the game, and you can't scout it. It is what it is. The biggest thing for us is making them take and make difficult shots.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.